Hello students, we are doing chapter number 13 understanding shapes and today we will start exercise 13.3. But before that we will discuss the properties of these special quadrilaterals because this exercise is based on these quadrilaterals only, and with the help of these properties we are going to solve these problems. So first figure is rectangle. First quadrilateral is rectangle. Hope you all are familiar with rectangle. You can see the figure here. In rectangle all opposite sides will be equal, so this side and this side will be equal, this and this side will be equal, and opposite sides are parallel also. So AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. Next property, all the interior four angles is equal to 90 degree. Another property, diagonals are equal. If you measure, the length of AC and BD will be same. And fourth property, diagonals bisect each other, means AO and OC, OB, OD, all these four are equal. This part is equal to this one, all fours are equal. Next figure we have a square. Square also mostly properties are same like rectangle. One thing is different, that is all four sides are equal. All four sides are equal here in square. All four interior angles will be equal to 90 degree and opposite sides are here also parallel. It will follow all the properties of rectangle. And next, all four interior angles are 90 degree. Diagonals are equal and diagonals bisect each other. One thing is extra, that these diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Means this angle is 90 degree. But for rectangle it is not compulsory. This and this will be equal, this and this will be equal. But it's not compulsory, it will bisect at 90 degree. But for square it will bisect at 90 degree. Next figure is rhombus. In rhombus all four sides will be equal. These all four sides will be equal. But all four angles are not 90 degree here. This is the difference between square and rhombus. In square all the four interior angle are 90 degree, but here all four angles are not compulsory 90 degree. But opposite angles will be equal, opposite sides also will be equal, and diagonals will bisect each other at 90 degree. And all the four diagonals are not equal here. Only AO is equal to OC, BO is equal to OD. You can see in figure also, one diagonal is less in length and another one is big in length. So diagonals are not equal. Fourth figure we have trapezium. In trapezium only one pair of line will be parallel. Only AB and DC is parallel. This AD and CB is not parallel here. Then we can use here parallel line property. These two are co-interior angle. So the sum of these two angle will be 180 degree. Same thing we can do for B and C also. So B and C also will be 180 degree, their sum. If this AD and BC, these non-parallel sides are equal, then we will call it isosceles trapezium. For isosceles trapezium, diagonals will be equal in length, but diagonals will not bisect each other. Bisect means they will not divide each other half. Length will be different. Fifth figure we have kite. Kite, you can see this type of shape is kite. So in kite two adjacent sides will be equal. Like this AD and DC will be equal and AB is equal to BC. But these are not parallel. Only lengthwise equal. Then only one pair of opposite side will be equal. Angle A is equal to angle C. From these two diagonals, only one diagonal will bisect. AO is equal to OC. Only this diagonal, which is small in length, that diagonal will bisect. AO is equal to OC. And last, these diagonals will intersect each other at 90 degree. So with the help of these properties we are going to solve now exercise. Now we will start exercise 13.3. First question, identify all quadrilaterals that have, first one, four sides of equal length. So all the four sides are equal for square and another figure is rhombus. So for square and rhombus, all the four sides are equal. Second, four right angles. So four right angle, all four interior angles are 90 degree for square and rectangle. Second question, explain how a square is a quadrilateral. So what is the definition of a quadrilateral? Quadrilateral means a four-sided figure, and we know square is also having four sides. So because square is having four sides, so we can write here having four sides. Second, why a square is a parallelogram? Because opposite sides, we know opposite sides are parallel for a square also. Opposite sides are parallel. And equal also. Next, why it is a rhombus? In rhombus, all the four sides are equal. So we can write here all four sides are equal. Next one, a rectangle. Rectangle property is opposite sides are equal, then all the interior angles are 90 degrees. So these properties square will full follow. We can write here all interior angles are equal to 90 degree. Next, question number 3. Name the quadrilateral whose diagonals bisect each other. So diagonals bisect for rectangle, square, rhombus and parallelogram. For these four quadrilaterals, diagonals will bisect each other. Second, a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular means it should intersect at 90 degree, and bisector means half-half. So for square and rhombus, it will bisect at 90 degree. Third, diagonals are equal. So diagonals are equal for rectangle, square and isosceles trapezium also. Next, question number 4. One of the diagonal of a rhombus and its all sides are equal. Find the angle. So here we have a rhombus here A, B, C, D, and what is given in question? All the four sides are equal and one diagonal is equal. So suppose this BD diagonal is equal to side. So if you take only this triangle, in triangle ABD, in triangle ABD, this is a equilateral triangle. You can write here because triangle ABD is an equilateral triangle because all the three sides are equal. Therefore, all the three angles will be equal. Angle A is equal to angle B equal to angle T. If you assume this is X, this is X and this is also X. So all the three angles is equal to X, and we know by angle sum property the sum of all interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So X plus X will be 180 degree. It means 3x is equal to 180 and x value is equal to 60 degree. So each angle is equal to 60 degree. It means here it is 60 degree. This is also 60 degree. Now same thing we will do for another triangle also. We can write similarly. In triangle BCD also, angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D equal to 60 degree. It means all the three angles will come 60 here. So here to here it is 60. This is also 60 and this is also 60. Now we have to find out all the four angles of this rhombus. So how much is angle A? Is equal to 60 degree. Angle B, here to here it is 60 and 60 here. So 60 plus 60 means 120 degree. Angle B is 120 degree. angle C is equal to 60 degree and angle D is equal to again 120 degree. Next question number 5. In given figure ABCD is a rhombus, find the value of x, y, z. Now we will, because diagonals are given here, so we will start with the property of diagonals. And property of diagonals of rhombus is diagonals will bisect each other at 90 degree. So because the diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degrees. So first we will use this bisect property. Bisect means equally half. It means x is equal to, therefore x value is equal to 8 and y is equal to 6. After that, now we will use this 90 degree property. This angle is equal to 90 degree. It means we can use here Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle AOB, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Hypotenuse means the side opposite to 90 degree, means AB. So AB square is equal to, this AB is given here z. So we have to find out z also. Base, any one you can take as base and another you can take as height. So AB square is equal to 64 plus 36. AB square is equal to 100. So AB square 100 you can write as 10 square. Square to square you can cancel. So AB value is 10 unit. Next question number 6. In given figure ABCD is a trapezium. If angle A is 2, angle D is 5:7, angle B is 3x plus 11 and C is 5x minus 31. Find the angles of quadrilateral. So here quadrilateral is given in this figure and AB is parallel to CD. It means these two angles are co-interior. A and D are co-interior and B and C are co-interior. Now we will take, let these two angles are 5x and 7x. Then angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Reason here co-interior angles. So 5x plus 7x is equal to 180 degree. 12x is equal to 180. So x will be 180 divided by 12. You can cancel 12 ones are 12 and 12 5s are 16. Means the value of x is 15 degree. So angle A will be 5 into x, means 5 into 15, 75 degree. And angle D is equal to 7x, means 7 into 15, 105 degree. Next, same property we will use for B and C also. Angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Same reason here, both the angles are co-interior angles. B is given 3x plus 11 and C is given 5x minus 31 is equal to 180 degree. So 3x plus 5x will become 8x. 11 minus 31 means minus 20 is equal to 180 degree. So 8x is equal to 180 plus 20 equal to 200 degree. So x is equal to 200 by 8. You can cancel 8 to just 16 and 8 5 ja 40. So 25 degree. Now you can find out angle B. Angle B is equal to 3x plus 11, means 3 into 25 plus 11, 75 plus 11, 86 degree. Next one, Angle C, 5x minus 31. 5 into 25 minus 31. So 125 minus 31 is equal to 94 degree. Next question number 7. In given figure ABCD is a rectangle. It means all the four interior angle will be 90 degree. This angle, this and this will be 90 degree. Second thing, if angle CEB and this angle ECB is to 3:2. So we will take here, let angle CEB is equal to 3x and angle ECB is equal to 2x. Now we can use angle sum property in this triangle. So in triangle BCE, by angle sum property, plus 2x plus 90. This third angle B is equal to 90 is equal to 180 degree. So it will become 5x, 90 shift another side, 180 minus 90. So 5x is equal to 90 degree. So x value will be 90 divided by 5. 5 1 ja and 5 8 ja 40, 18 degree. So angle CEB, first part they ask here, angle CEB is equal to 3x. So 3 into 18, 54 degree. And this another angle D, this angle ECB. ECB will be 2 into 18, 36 degree. Now second part, you have to find out angle DCF. F is this point. You have to find out this angle. And as we know, this angle already we have calculated 54 degree. This angle is 54 degree. So we can write here angle DCE also will be 54 degree. This is 54, so this one also will be 54. These two are parallel line, then these angle will be alternate angle. So reason we can write here alternate angles. Next, this EF is a straight line, so we can write angle DCE plus angle DCF will be 180 degree. Straight line, or we can write linear pair angle. These two angles are on a straight line. So this angle already we have calculated 54 degree. This we have to calculate. This is equal to 180 degree. So angle DCF is equal to 180 minus 54 is equal to 126 degree. Next question number 8. In given figure ABCD is a rectangle and diagonals intersect at O. If angle AOB, this angle is given 118, we have to find out angle ABO, angle ADO and angle OCB. So first we will start from this triangle AOB. In triangle AOB, because AO is equal to BO, as we discussed before, diagonals of rectangle bisect each other and all these four parts will be equal. So therefore we can say angle this OAB is equal to angle OBA. These two angles will be equal. This is an isosceles triangle. So by angle sum property, you can take it as equal to x also. So x plus 118 is equal to 180 degree. 2x is equal to 180 minus 118, 62 degree. So x value is equal to 31 degree. It means angle ABO is equal to 31 degree. Now second part, we have to find out angle ADO. ADO means here. So we will start from this triangle. In triangle AOD, first this angle AOD is equal to 180 minus 118. Because it is a straight line angle and this is 180, remaining will be 118 minus 180 minus 118. You can write here linear pair angles. So it will come equal to 62 degree. Now again we can use angle sum property here in this triangle. Suppose this is y and then this also will be y, because it is an isosceles triangle. So let angle OAD is equal to angle ODA equal to y. Reason you can write here isosceles triangle, or same reason you can give like this also. And by angle sum property, y plus 62 is equal to 180 degree. So 2y is equal to 180 minus 62, 118 degree. So y is equal to 118 by 2, 59 degree. Now third, we have to find out angle OCB. Angle OCB. This angle we have to find out. This and this angle are alternate angle. So we can write third part. Angle OCB is equal to 59 degree, and reason alternate angles. Next, question number 9. In the given figure, ABCD is a rhombus. Angle ABD is 50 degree, and find angle CAB, BCD and angle ADC. So first we will start from this triangle. In triangle AOB, we know the diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. So in triangle AOB, by angle sum property, angle OAB plus angle AOB plus angle ABO. These three angles will be equal to 180 degree. So this angle OAB and this angle AOB is 90 degree, because these diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree, and this is given 50 degree is equal to 180 degree. So angle OAB is equal to 180 minus 140. 90 plus 50 will become 140 equal to 40 degree. Angle CAB, which is equal to angle OAB, equal to 40 degree. See, OAB means we are talking about this angle, and CAB also same angle. Second part, you have to find out angle BCD. Angle BCD. Now this complete angle ABAD will be 40 plus 40 means 80 degree, because these diagonals bisect these angle also. You can write diagonal bisect opposite angles also. So that angle, therefore angle BCD will be 180 degree, because opposite angles will be equal. Reason you can write here, opposite angles are equal. Third part, you have to find out angle ADC. Angle ADC you have to find out. So ADC, this is 50 degree, this also will be 50 degree, 50 plus 50 is 100 degree. And you can write here, this will be equal to 100 degree. Opposite angles are equal. Because angle ABC is equal to 50 plus 50, 100 degree. Next question number 10. In the given figure, ABCD is an isosceles trapezium. If angle C is equal to 102 degree, find other remaining angles. So in isosceles trapezium, base angle will be equal. Base angle means these two are the base angle, and if you take CD as base, then these two are the base angle. So if CD we will take as base, then angle C is equal to angle D, which is equal to 102 degree. You can write here, in isosceles triangle, isosceles trapezium, base angles are equal. Next, if we take angle C and B, angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree. We can use here co-interior property, co-interior angles. These two are parallel line and these two angles are coming one side, means these two are co-interior. So B plus 102 is equal to 180 degree. So angle B will be 180 minus 102 equal to 78 degree. Now angle A will be equal to angle B equal to 78 degree. Same reason, base angles are equal. Next question number 11. In the joining figure, PQRS is a kite. Find the value of X and Y. So X will be equal to 120 degree. Value of X will be 120 degree, and what reason we will give? Because in a kite, one pair of opposite angle is equal. After this, we can use quadrilateral angle sum property. So by angle sum property, sum of all four angles of a quadrilateral means angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S will be 360 degree. For a quadrilateral, the sum of all four angles will be 360 degree. P we don't know why. Q is 120 degree. R is 50 degree. S is also 120 degree equal to 360 degree. Now 120 plus 120 240 plus 50 290 equal to 360 degree. So the value of Y will be 360 minus 290 equal to 70 degree. So this exercise has completed. Hope you understood these questions. Thank you for watching our video.